Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Josh Downs to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 76, check.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. And he picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hawk 70. Steady.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
60 Bison. Go.
On first down, it's Richardson. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready.
They give to Taylor, right side. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Richardson on 3rd. He's got it, complete to Downs. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down Colts.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35.
Panther 60.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Ready. 19 tight.
Motioning the tight end now. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
It's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. One play action. Rudolph. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in the... first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's Metcalf running the slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Great, set. 180.
From the red zone on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
On the ready.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, Reno, reach, check, Bobcat.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets back to the line, but no more. That's That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 6-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at third and still 10 here. Short pass brought in. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Richardson will do it himself. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Panther 60.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Ready.
We've set it downs from 37.
Go.
Richardson on first and 10. Going with the screen to Taylor. Has a lane inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down Colts.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Ready.
Here's Richardson. Caught on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast.
9 on the play. It's third and goal.
Taylor. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Great, set.
The play fake now hurts to throw. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete right side to Washington. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Trimmer.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's going to set him up all the way down at that 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. We can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Going with the screen to Johnson. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
This is going to be no good. Snap wasn't clean, Brock. That kick pushed to the right. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 19. Ready.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Caught. Nice game left side. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided 1st half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts push the lead to 20.
Steelers nothing.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Here's the backup. First throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He's got it at the 24. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Taken in by Pierce. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 7 Viking, 18, 18, Rattler, 18,
He'll throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Ville.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was JT Tuimoloau out there for the stop.
It's a gain of 5.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Pulled in at the 20. Breaks the tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Play action. It's Richardson. Snared by the running back here. It's DJ Giddens. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Tag. Go.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. A little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. And that's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he gets it forward a little to his 46. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Panther street. Check mass, check mass. Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
From the gun, Taylor. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
It's downfield. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing again, Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Got it. Ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
They'll throw again. Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Richardson now. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Ready up.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Travel alert. Travel alert. Go, Reed. Go.
Taylor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Ready. Ready.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And he cannot bring it in. They've now arrived at 4th and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. Get in the red zone defensively. You'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass out with contact.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
I'll toss it to Johnson. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
at their own 13-yard line.
On the set.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready up.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Colts who have possession. Man, this one looking pretty well decided already.
On the ready.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
Check. Turn goal 80. Let's go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And 1 at the 42-yard line.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Taylor again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big Lion. 60 by 6. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Richardson fires quickly out wide. And they bring him down around the 34. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Check, Bobcat. Rig it. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Cowboy, alert.
There's a handoff for Taylor. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, check.
Play action with Richardson. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Ready.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Come on. Set. AC Cardinal. Ready,
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one nabbed by Warren. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get it.
Putting the tight end in motion.
19, go.
Play fake, it's Richardson. a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Air it out on 3rd. That's going to be caught by his back. It's Giddens. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Colts moments away from a 2-0 start. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Get your money up.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.